The village. As you edge around the outer curve of the cave, the ground beneath your boots begins to rise steeply. The incline veiled in mist that catches silver moonlight like breath on glass. The stone path is narrow, crumbling at the edges, broken by patches of damp moss and slick-rooted undergrowth. Thorned brambles claw at your cloak, and low-hanging branches tug at your hair as if trying to pull you back. Each step demands balance and focus. The cold air grows sharper, filled with the scent of wet stone and ancient earth. You think you've left the cave behind? Just another hollow in a range of forgotten hills? But then the wind shifts. A stench, thick and metallic, rises suddenly, coiling up from the crevices below. The unmistakable reek of rot, of old blood, turned to rust and meat left long past death. You freeze, your breath catching in your throat as something deep within the cave seems to breathe out. Not with lungs or life, but with weight, as though stone and shadow themselves are shifting in slow, meaty motion. It is not sound. Not exactly, more like the suggestion of motion too vast to be heard properly. Your skin prickles. Every instinct in your body urges you forward, but the path now feels treacherous in a new way, not just narrow, but watched. You press on. As you climb higher along the ridge, the view begins to open. Through parting mist and the thinning tree cover, glimpses of impossible things flicker across the horizon. Towering silhouettes like mountains, but moving. One unfolds leathery wings so vast they blot out a corner of the sky. Dragons, or what your childhood stories would call them, beasts the size of keeps, necks crowned with fire and eyes like moons. Further off, you glimpse spires of what could only be cities, rising impossibly high, their lights flickering like stars drawn down to earth. Bridges woven from gold mist, towers built in spirals that vanish into the sky. Then they're gone, vanished behind clouds or smoke or the tricks of your eyes. Still you climb. Then you begin to hear them. Voices. Whispers drifting just at the edge of hearing, impossible to track. Some sweet as a lover's breath, others coiling with hunger and laughter. Some plead, some command. A few simply weep, pause, hand against the rock, heart pounding. The sound fades as quickly as it came, then movement. Just at the edge of your vision, something shifts. A dark shape, low and crawling. Another, upright and tall. You whirl, eyes darting through the mist. Nothing, only shadow and wind. But the feeling remains. You are being followed. Not by feet on the path or claws in the dirt, but by something else, clinging to your footsteps like smoke. Wisps of darkness skitter along the periphery of your vision, always just out of reach. They vanish the moment you try to focus, but the sensation is undeniable. You are not alone. Then it strikes. A sudden lance of fire tears through your right leg, sharp, unnatural, like a hot blade driven into flesh and twisted. It flares with poison, seizing the muscles and sending you reeling. Your knees buckle, your foot slips against the loose shale. Ahead, trudging along the trail, is a figure. Short, stout, and wrapped in thick cloth, merchant or something like it, with a lopsided cart in tow, and a donkey whose ribs show through its patchy fur. Lantern light swings from the cart, casting long flickering shadows over the narrow road. The figure is broad and squat, his arms like barrels. His legs turn outward as he walks, each step deliberate. He's not just short, but dense. Perhaps a dwarf, you can't be sure. You try to call out, your voice is thin at first, caught in your throat. The wind pulls it away before it can carry. You call again, louder this time, straining every breath. Again and again. Your words slur together, your tongue heavy in your mouth. Your foot catches a root. You fall. The ground tilts beneath you, and suddenly you are tumbling, limbs flailing. Stones bite into your skin. Dirt fills your nose and mouth. You roll, then bounce, then slide, the slope hurling you toward the path below without mercy. Pain blooms across your back, your side, your head. The world spins. You land hard and stop moving. Your chest rises and falls with a rattling breath. Blood hums in your ears. The stars above wheel slowly in the sky. You can no longer feel your legs. Then a shape blocks the light. The merchant. He leans over you, inspecting you with curiosity rather than alarm. His face, Up close is strange. Not monstrous, exactly, but off. His cheeks are bulbous. His skin is stretched and pocked in places like a fruit left too long in the sun. His eyes are small, set close together, and they glint like coins beneath the lenses of his strange spectacles. The spectacles catch your eye. They sit low on his nose, their rims dark and smooth. You recognize the holes in the center of each lens, a perfect tunnel through both glass and stone. Even through your blurred vision, you can feel them pulsing faintly. He notices your gaze and grins. "Oh, you like them, do you?" says. His voice is thick and amused, with a rough accent from somewhere you do not know. Hagstone glasses, finest pair east of the Bongwan, ideal for places like this. Let you see what's really there. He adjusts them with a single stubby finger. "I could sell you a pair if you live long enough to want them. Not cheap, mind you. Hagstone never is." You try to smile, or maybe grimace. Either way, your face does not cooperate. Your vision darkens at the edges, your consciousness fraying like cloth in the wind. Your limbs are distant. Your chest is heavy. Everything fades. Just before the dark swallows you whole, you hear the merchant's voice again, this time softer, closer to your ear. "Don't you worry, lad. I'll get you to South Hallow. You have my word." And then there is nothing.
Please click on the chapter you wish to progress on to next. If you are unable to click on the card on screen, links to the next chapters will be provided in the description. You will have about 20 seconds after the chapter ends to make your decision. If you're enjoying the story so far and want to be kept in the loop, please consider subscribing for instant updates.